All right. Now we're going to introduce another formula or property here that's going to be helpful when you've got problems like this. Um, our problem is to evaluate log base 3 of 8 using common logarithms. Well, just a common logarithm is log, let me write it down. A common logarithm is just written like this. It's written as log with base 10. Now, when you write log base 10, you don't even write the 10. That's the most common log. It's called our common logarithm. Just like in square root, you don't write the index of 2. You just write the radical. With a common log, the common log of 8 would just be written as log 8. Okay? The common log of 9 would just be log 9. So what this means is we need to use common logs, so log base 10, to solve this problem. Now, the reason this is helpful is most calculators have a log button that solves problems in log base 10. But not all calculators have the ability to allow you to change the base and evaluate something like log base 3 of 8 using a calculator. So what we have is we actually have this formula. It's in the journal. Again, it's on page 176. It's called the change of base formula. And what this does, this change of base simply allows us to take a log and turn it into an expression of logs with a different base. So you see right here, this is our formula. Log base c of a is equal to the log base b of a divided by the log base b of c. Now, the only rules here are that c cannot equal 1 and b cannot equal 1. Okay? So you're not just taking the log base 1 of anything here. So they have to be just real positive numbers. So anything greater than 1 or fractions would be fine. So an example of this would be if we had, let's say, log base 2 of 3, and we wanted to convert this to common log. Well, we could take that and we can choose whatever base we want. Okay? We can use this change of base to turn our log expression into an expression with any base log that we want. The most two common logs to turn them into are the common log and the natural log, because those are what our calculators will let us figure out, and those are the most commonly used logs. So let's say if we want to turn log base 2 of 3 into something with a natural log, this would simply become the natural log of a goes on top, so it would be the natural log of 3 divided by c, which is our base, the natural log of 2. Now, the reason this is natural log is because we just chose our base to be e. If we wanted this to be common log, we would just turn this into log base 10, which we don't write down, of 3 divided by the log base 10 of 2. So these are all equivalent statements right here. Okay? The log base 2 of 3 is the same thing as the natural log of 3 over the natural log of 2 is equal to the log of 3 divided by the log of 2. And we're not limited to this. Let's say we wanted to make it the log base 7 of 3 divided by the log base 7 of 2. As long as your base for the numerator and denominator are the same, then this ratio is the same. Oops, didn't mean to zoom out there. All right, so let's go back to the original problem right here. So we're looking at evaluating log base 3 of 8 using common logs. So what that means is we want to turn this into an expression with just log base 10 in it. So again, let's use our change of base formula right here, and we're turning this into a common log. So we're going to take log base 3 of 8, and that turns into the log of 8 divided by the log of 3. Now, on this, you would just evaluate it with your calculator. So you would type in log of 8 divided by the log of 3, and you would get roughly 1.893. That would be your rounded off version right there. Okay. Very simple. Not any hard work to it. You just need to memorize this formula right here. So for your first question, what I want you to do is I want you to evaluate log base 7 of 11 using common logs, and then I want you to write your answer into the text box. All right, for the next problem, we're going to do, it's very simple. It's just, we're going to do the same exact thing, but this time using natural logs. So we're still using our change of base formula right here. Log base C of A equals the natural log of A over the natural log of C. So if we look at this, we have the log base 6 of 24. We want to turn this into natural log. So we simply take, it's going to be the ratio of 6 and 24, and we're just going to have our base be E for the natural log. So it just becomes the natural log of 24 divided by the natural log of 6. And you would do this on a calculator. You've got your natural log button. Just hit ln 24 divided by ln 6. You should get roughly 1.774. If your calculator is not getting these same amounts, you may want to check the mode that it's in, make sure everything is good on there. Okay, again, go back and check the previous, you can go back and rewatch this if you have any questions on this. The second problem that I want you to do is this right here. Evaluate log base 2 of 19 using natural logs. And then go ahead and type your answer in.